Hi everybody, it's Brett here from Metropole. Well, seaside and coastal regions in Queensland at the moment are apparently booming. You just have to look at the internet, Facebook, obviously the media at the moment have got really clickbait headlines about what's happening up that way. Certainly a big trend, and hey, who wouldn't want to be heading to the beach after coming out of lockdown? It makes perfect sense to be working remotely and potentially living at the beach. But look, while the short-term data is certainly positive, the days on market's down, the demand skyrocketing, they're short-term factors. I guess, as a property investor looking to create longer-term wealth, it's really important to change and look at the fundamentals. And I think that's where a lot of investors are getting it wrong. They're falling for the latest trad and the short-term data and the media headline. And it could be actually a false prophecy. If we dig a little deeper and understand some of the fundamentals, I think we'll see a difference of opinion here. The first thing I like to look at is the amount of employment in a region. There's not a huge amount of jobs being created here. Unfortunately, the economies in these markets are being driven primarily by tourism and retail and business and local business and things like that. And unfortunately, those jobs are really lacking at the moment. And I can't see that changing significantly enough to cater for a growing population. Sure, you may say that we can all work from home, but realistically, not a huge amount of people are going to be able to do that. So there's a really big question mark there at the moment. On from that, the next thing I like to look at is wages growth. And unfortunately, in these locations, people don't have the high incomes, the multiple streams of incomes. Most people, and the majority, are living kind of paycheck to paycheck. They don't have the higher savings rates, and they can't afford to get through these times. And that's really become evident lately with the deferrals list. The highest deferrals in Australia for mortgages in the last period of time has been those lifestyle and destination locations. So areas such as the Whitsundays, Noosa, Surfers Paradise, all up along the coast there, where people's incomes are probably struggling due to the economy, the local economy, and they don't have the highest savings rates. So that's a really big concern. And a lot of people were talking about a cliff and, mortgage stress and things like that. Well, these are the areas that are facing it right at the moment. And last of all, the danger sign for me is that while there might be good demand in that area at the moment, there's also a huge amount of supply. These locations tend to have huge amount of estates still to be developed. There's new developments and sky-rise towers and things like that happening, particularly surfers, and now starting to be on the sunny coast. So the long-term fundamentals don't really add up for me on this occasion. I think some of the investors may get caught out here by really going for a fad or a hot spot, and then the tide will turn, which that short-term data often does. It's critical that you stick to long-term fundamentals to get long-term sustainable growth out of your portfolio. There's too many net-out costs to be buying and selling property on a regular basis. And why bother? Why fight the big trends? Hold your position in the market in a long-term sustainable growth environment. Thanks for watching.